Peace, everyone. How y'all feeling? Professor Griff here. Sirius Mindz. Sirius Mindz, of course, y'all already know. All right. Peace 16 was good. All right. All right. We're going to make things happen. All right. All right. So the divine name is supreme being. I want to greet everyone with a civilized greeting. Of course, we come in the name of peace and we leave in the name of peace. All right. We're going to make it happen that way. All right. Peace was good. Everybody on the gram. How y'all feel? All right. Of course, y'all know this platform is powered by the people. I thank you for tuning in once again. All right. This is Professor Griff. You already know that, though. All right. I'm not to keep saying that. I know I don't have to keep saying that. Y'all should already know. All right. What was I saying? Y'all know this is Sirius Mindz for Sirius Mindz, right? All right. Much respect, Johnny Taylor. All right. The supporters on this particular platform still show intentions to sharpen one another's sword, so to speak. Whether it's your lyrical sword, your mental sword, your psychic one, sword, or whatever. All right. So the people that come on every single evening and repost, take the clip, send it out, friends, family, whomever, I really appreciate that. That's what this particular work is about. If you've tuned into any of my shows, you know it's not about Professor Griff, all right? All right, I am because we are, therefore I am, all right? And like I've always said, this platform is supported by the people. And some of those people that are on here every single night, all right? So shout out to all of those individuals that support, that constitute the Sirius Mindz family, and I really appreciate that, all right? I told everyone last night that we're going to start advertising, at least putting up a flyer and letting people know what's going on IG. All right, but I have to do it under the Sirius Mindz IG page. So everyone over here on IG, y'all got to know. And 16, you might want to put this up also. It's Sirius_Mindz_RNTV. All right, I'm going to put it on here for everyone. Sirius, SIRIUS _ nope, that's not the underscore symbol. _MINDZ _RNTV. All right. This is the official page for my show. All right. Let me see. All right. So Sirius _Mindz_RNTV. All right, that's the right one. All right, cool. So, and then also on Facebook is Sirius Mindz Like Minds. All right. So if you're on Facebook, it's Sirius Mindz Like Mine. All right. Stony B, you really have helped me in my life. And I want to thank you from the bottom of my heart. Please stay safe. I know what you're up against. That elite machine is heavy, but God is heavier. You're right about that. Ashe. All right. A lot of Christians may not know what Ashe mean, but that's just like saying amen or amen ra. All right. Okay. If you like to support and donate and contribute to this platform, of course, you all know if you're on YouTube, you can just hit the Cash app like Johnny Taylor just did, and we can make it happen. And I really appreciate that. And make sure I can put it these nickels and dimes, dollars, all right, the currency that jingle and the currency that fold, we can put it to some good use. All right. I had a couple of meetings today working on some Sirius Mindz merchandise. All right. And of course, I got to bless all those that come on every night that support the platform. All right. But if you want to donate, just hit the Cash app. It's the $ Professor Griff, $ Professor Griff, $ Professor Griff. Or just go to PayPal. It's www.paypal.me/Professor Griff Corp. All right. Or just go to my website, www.professorgriff.me. All right. This platform is dedicated to raising the vibrational pitch of our people's thinking and spirit into the mind, into the spirit of the creator and the co-creator. We are standing, not standing on the verge of getting it on. We're standing on the shoulders of our ancestors and kneeling at the feet of our elders. To pay forward that karmic debt. All right. Anyway, my email address is seriousmindsinfo@gmail.com. And of course, you'll know the phone number 678-557-2919. Do not call me and text me and act like I didn't put my number on the internet for the last 16 years. If you got it off the internet, then I put it on the internet. I got y'all. So, all right. Y'all take 15 minutes of the conversation talking about that. Oh, man, let me tell you, man. You know where I got your number from, right? I'm like, no. But anyway, yes, I do. All right. So, like 16 just said, if you have any content that you want covered or like to see covered, all right, make sure you just hit me up or hit 16 up, all right? The 2 email addresses on the screen. That's seriousmindsinfo@gmail.com or ScorpioSun16@gmail.com. All right. We're definitely toying around with the idea of doing this newsletter, and we're going to make it jam-packed every single week with some things that we need to know every single week. All right. That's something that you're going to get in your inbox every week or every 2 weeks. All right. It takes time for that information kind of to develop. But I think it's a beautiful thing, Sirius Mindz newsletter. All right. You got to get a Sirius Mindz briefing. All right. Anyway, thank you to everyone that come on every evening. All right. Unfortunately, this evening, my man Khalid El Hakim from the Black History 101 Mobile Museum will not be here to do this interview tonight. Hold on. We're supposed to have been covering and talking about not only history, but we were supposed to be talking and covering a very critical bit of history. All right. Yeah. So we're going to cover the Green Book. We're going to talk about the movie, The Green Book, and we were going to cover, but we're going to save this interview with Khalid El Hakim and the interview with Sister Ma'at. All right. What's in your womb? All right. For next week. All right. When I get back in town from Dallas, Texas. Spread the word. I will be at Pan-African Connection in Dallas, Texas on Saturday, 4 o'clock. Please let people know. All right. It's the reason why we do this. Are you broadcasting tonight? Wow. Let's call that person, y'all. Are you broadcasting tonight? Let's call them. I'm just curious. I'm just curious. Yeah. Just me. Just curious. Just trying to figure some things out. Just trying to figure out where I'm going in life. I don't know. I just want to call. Because I'm going to call like this. I don't know. Y'all don't understand what I go through with my cell phone, but I told y'all before. I really did. I really told y'all before.
Hello?
Peace. How you feel, good brother?
Hey, what's up there, my beloved brother?
You all right?
Brother? I want to be talking to you, my brother.
It's an honor to be talking to you. Can I ask you something?
Yes, sir.
You sent me a text message. You said, am I broadcasting tonight?
Right, yeah, are you online tonight? That's what I'm talking about.
Oh, okay. What time do I normally come on? Do you know?
Let's see, 8 o'clock our time you come on.
What time is it now?
I'm in, it's 8:15. I'm in Central Time.
You're in Central Time?
I think you're on Eastern Time.
Okay. Where do I normally come on at? YouTube?
Yes, sir.
Oh, okay. Oh, all right. That's where you normally catch it?
I got a brother staying in Atlanta, man. You might know him.
What's his name?
Brother, he's OT. You ever heard of OTS Records?
Nah, not at all. Mm-mm.
Okay, then that's 8-Ball. Then that's 8-Ball EMG.
Oh, okay. Oh, okay.
Yeah, he used to be their manager back in the day.
Oh, okay, cool. Maybe I need to get in touch with him so we can sit and talk. But anyway, what's your name, man?
I'm brother. Well, my Hebrew name is Mikael Yab, which is Mike. Michael Boyle. Yes, sir.
I remember sending you a book. I remember sending you a book last week.
Oh man, I love that book, man.
Oh,
I'm feeling. But look, this is why I got you on the phone. I need to get that.
Hold on. I'm on my show right now. That's why I was calling you.
Okay, my beloved brother. Look, tell everybody I said peace.
No, they hear you.
Oh, okay.
You want to tell them?
No, sir.
No, man. You doing a good job. You got a radio voice. Don't punk out on me now. Go ahead, bro. You can tell them.
Okay, then. Look, peace, people. Peace to the great universe.
That's a beautiful thing, man. But listen, just to let you know, man, I come on every night at 9 o'clock. All right?
Okay, let me see can I get you up. My computer might be acting up.
Oh, just use your cell phone.
Oh, okay then. Then.
All right, cool. All right, brother.
I'm going to sit back and listen to what you got for tonight.
All right, shalom.
Shalom, brother.
Yeah. Okay, so we good. I remember that, brother, because yeah. It's a long story. Anyway, I know you're saying, Griff, you crazy. Why you be putting people on the spot, man? But anyway, Jane Smith, Griff, Need to Read Giants and the Global Power Elites by Peter Phillips. All right. It looks at the 389 most powerful decision makers in the world. Okay. Where can I get that book from, Jane Smith? Could you please send me an email or a text message? My phone number is 678-557-2919. My email address is seriousmindsinfo@gmail.com. So Jane Smith, please send me that information. No wait for me to write it down now. I'm doing a show. I really appreciate that, Miss Smith. All right. Okay. So what we're going to talk about, part 2 of this Notre Dame thing. All right. Okay. All right. Arthur, where you been, bro? I shouted you out several times, bro. For real. Yeah. Shout out to Arthur Ransom Phoenix. All right. Let's dive into this. So I'm gathering information just the way I gather information, just on a quiet tip. Hold on. I'll look over here. All right. So like I do, I'm gathering information on the quiet tip. Okay. Need to Read Blue Blood, True Blood Conflict and Creation by Stuart Swerdlow on Amazon. It's $20. Stuart Swerdlow. It's called Blue Blood, True Blood Conflict. Thank you very much. This is a beautiful indication that we are researching and we're studying, and I really appreciate that. All right. Okay. All right. Thank you very much. Anyway, I'm trying to get to this subject here. So I've received some information in my Instagram. Since I'm on Instagram, I'm not sure I'm able to go on in Instagram in the back. Hold on. I got to switch Instagram accounts, I think, in order for me to go into the back room in order to do what I need to do. Hold on for a second, y'all. All right. Call it Elakim had something to do. All right, let me log in here. Khalid El Hakim, he had the museum out, so he couldn't make it tonight. So we are going to we're gonna dive into this part 2 of this Notre Dame thing. So hold on one second. Let me see messages. Go to Soleil's page. Aha! Here it is. All right, so the little that we talked about, we skimmed the surface, set up a framework the other evening in reference to this whole idea of this fire that had happened at Notre Dame. So Shaka Boss on IG. So I'm reading a message on Shaka Boss page, which Soleil had sent me. It says, I'm gonna be real. I don't give a fuck about Notre Dame burning down, because how many times have white colonizers burned or destroyed our religious structures? That is a question. All right. It's not a vulgar statement coming from Professor Griff. That's not some kind of weird, kind of radical kind of way of disrespecting white people or just trying to sound angry. Don't shoot the arrows and shoot the messenger. I'm just delivering the message. Can we handle that aspect? Okay. Anyway, that's a question. That's a question right now. You shouldn't be getting mad at me. You should be answering the question in your own head. I wish they would give the same amount of energy and outcry for the black churches like everyone else is doing for the Notre Dame. Exactly, Quan S. So now, how many mosques have they bombed? Let's answer that question now. That's the second question I asked y'all. And already now you're fixing your face up to get mad at Professor Griff. Don't do that. I asked you 2 questions. Answer the questions now. If you can't answer the questions, all right, go on Google or wherever you need to go to answer these questions without you getting mad at Professor Griff. All right, move me out the way right now. I'm just asking the question. All right. Oh, I forgot to tell y'all. I got an email from these people here. Hold up. Can y'all see this? All right. Rock and Roll Hall of Fame. And they asked me, they basically said if I'm ever in Cleveland, to stop through to talk to some of the people about the Public Enemy artifacts that they have there. And just to talk about being in the Rock and Roll Hall of Fame. And so shout out to the beautiful people there at the Rock and Roll Hall of Fame, Cleveland, Ohio. All right. Public Enemy, we got inducted into the Rock and Roll Hall of Fame in 2013, along with Lou Adler, Hart, Quincy Jones, Donna Summer, Randy Newman, and Albert King. All right. I'm proud to be an honor. I'm proud and, I honor the fact that they honored Public Enemy and inducted us into the Rock and Roll Hall of Fame for a lifetime. That's a beautiful thing. All right. Beautiful thing. Thank you very much. And I'm going to accept, because I'm going to go and I'm going to talk to some young people. I'm going to talk to some people about music, about the history of Public Enemy, about what's going on in the music industry today. And yeah. So yeah. All right. Hold on for a second. Don't tell me this is another phone call we gotta make. Y'all are killing me with this, man. All right. Hold on for a second. I'm gonna get right to the story. I'm gonna finish reading that. Don't worry about it. I'm gonna get right black. Oh, thank you very much. We've been putting it down for a long time, and I think, along with the other brothers, we do deserve this. Yeah, it's a very critical thing. Good brother, this is Professor Griff. I do my show every night at 9 o'clock. All right. All right. What time is it over there?
8 o'clock here.
8 o'clock here. So it's 9:23 here. I am on my show right now. You sent me this big text message that came across like you gotta you gotta call me in about an hour. Is that cool?
Yeah, I just wanted to like.
Bro, I can't talk about that on the air, bro. You gotta call me back in an hour. Is that cool?
I'll call you back in an hour.
Is that cool?
That's cool.
All right, let's talk in an hour.
Okay.
All right, peace. All right, help me out, y'all. All right, thanks, Quan. As you said, I'm pushing the message. Help me out, y'all. Okay. If these people I talk to and kind of interact with, why don't they know that I'm on at 9 o'clock? No, seriously, I just got to understand this before I move forward. Help me out, please. Can y'all help me out? 16. I need your help. Seriously, I got a flat tire, man. Help me out. If these people, that's the dude that I'm doing the lecture with in Dallas. Why don't he know that I'm on at 9 o'clock? Zabellum Anu, do me a favor. That's not something you should be putting on the screen on the show. You could easily text me. My phone number is 678-557-2919. There's a proper way of doing everything. Sometimes you just gotta laugh, man. Whoever you are, ZEBELUMANNU. My phone number is 678-557-2919. Because I'm sure that's not your name on PayPal or whatever. So I won't know that. So text me, just text me, man. Whoever you are, text me. Thank you, 16. Yeah, all I got to do is email me and text me. I'm going to bring my energy down. It's like some basic things we should already know. All we got to do is think a little. Smooth sailing. Anyway, I don't know. Your biological name? I don't know that, bro. Quick. But can you text that to my phone instead of on here, though? Is what I'm asking you. That it's disrespect. I don't know your name on whatever. So could you text that to my phone? Now you see, there's no need for this second message now. So, all right. Wonder Twins, what's good, man? What's good with y'all? Y'all all right? Yo, we definitely gonna make that happen, man. In Philly, bro. For real, bro. All right, definitely gonna make it happen. All right, so let's dive into this. Hopefully, no more interruptions. Not promoter guy, not other guy, not this guy, not the book guy, not any of these other people. Let's just talk. Can we talk for a second? Whew. Okay. Once again, I'm gonna be real. I don't give a fuck about Notre Dame burning down, because how many times have white colonizers burned or destroyed our religious structures? How many mosques have been bombed? How many indigenous sacred places have been destroyed? How many burial sites have they desecrated? All right, Shaka Bar said, we have receipts. Ask all of the Africans colonized and raped by Europeans, by white people. That is straightforward. All right, that is straightforward. All right, wrap your mind around that one. All right, so when you start getting to this whole idea now of crying crocodile tears for what's happening, all right, the other message I was sent was hypocrisy at its worst. Over $700 million was raised overnight to rebuild Notre Dame. Despite the fact that the cathedral is still standing and the Catholic Church is one of the wealthiest organizations in the world with a net worth of over $30 billion. All right, Notre Dame doesn't need your money, but the 140,000 homeless people, including 30,000 children living in France, do. Wow. If that's not direct, help me out, y'all. Help me out. Now, what we should be doing right now is going to the search engine and looking up the history, all right, of the history of France, the history of the Catholic Church, and their participation, all right, in the destruction of indigenous people across the globe. All right. How are the black people, the African brothers and sisters there, how are they treated? All right. You mean to tell me over 140,000 homeless people, including the 30,000 children in France, and you're collecting $700 million overnight to rebuild a building? All right. Artifacts of which you stole from the Africans, and you place in your museums and your cathedrals, and you've stolen precious minerals to adorn your churches in Europe, in France, and in other places. Yet people are starving. Yes, I am on YouTube. Not to mention, they were built by slaves. Thanks, Quan. Whew. How much more direct can you get than that? Come on, talk to me. Sue Lee said, don't they have insurance? I'm sure they do have insurance. I'm sure they do have insurance. But you see, the vast majority and the masses of the people that fell for the lie from the Catholic Church. So therefore, we always have to, we think that, but because we give money, that's going to secure a place for us in heaven, and it's not. All right. While at the same time, we're pushing aside all of the atrocities. All right. All of the atrocities coming from the Catholic Church. All of the atrocities. So I think that's truly sad. All right. Truly, truly sad. So let's begin to look at Notre Dame. So racist past. Or history. Let's just see history. Our God is not for sale under any circumstances. Our God is very real. I don't know what that means. But anyway, no way are you going to pay tithe. No, and think that you're going to secure a place in heaven. There's no amount of money that you can pay to secure that. All right. So no, that's not going to take place. If they have insurance and the cathedral needs to be rebuilt, then there's nothing wrong with rebuilding a building. Let's rebuild the lives. All right. Let's rebuild the lives of the people that you claim that you're responsible for. God's people. All right. Why is it that you put millions and millions and millions of dollars into a structure and we won't even put a couple of cents into the people that probably sleep a few doors down from the structure in the street? All right. So let's look at the racist past of France and the Catholic Church and how they handle indigenous people across the globe. All right. What's the relationship between France and Haiti? These are the things I think that we should look at. But you so quick, all right, to let the pedophiles off the hook. And all we're doing is talking about history right now. All right, I read you a couple of messages from someone else on IG, and already you're shooting arrows at me. How many times you don't curse the mailman out for bringing you a bill? If you left it in your mailbox, hell, he left it in your mailbox. You understand what I'm saying? That's just what it is. Plain and simple. What do we have to do with that? All we're doing is reading it and we analyzing it. That's why we're here. We're thinkers. So, but if you're too afraid to question the very same thing that you claim that you believe in, maybe you don't believe in it at all. All right. If you're too afraid to question it. All right. When I was growing up, I always used to hear from my parents, you never used to can't question God. And I was like, shit, why not? God is the all-knower. Why not question God? Who else to question better than God? All right. So, no, we are not going to let these demons and devils, the workers of iniquity, we're not going to let them off the hook simply because they got the masses of the people tricked and fooled into thinking there's some kind of holy religious institution. No, these demons have a long history, all right, of helping to destabilize government and taking natural resources of people around the globe. All right, their unjust dealings with indigenous people around the globe. All right, if you received over $700 million overnight to rebuild Notre Dame, the Notre Dame Cathedral, all right, then can we take that $700 million and let's begin to help rebuild and reconstruct the lives of the little boys that your pedophile priests that have taken off, damaging lives? Can we take that $700 million and put it towards that? Now, I'm not accusing. I'm just saying, let's read the history. That's all. All right. What is the history of the church, of the Catholic Church, when it comes to indigenous people around the globe? What is the history of France when it comes to indigenous people around the globe? We just want to talk about the history. That's it. Not anything else. Not coming from Griff. Not venting. Not on a rampage. Not ranting. Not any of these things. All right. No. So it says a Nigerian writer comments at the night of the ideals revealed France's deep intellectual anxiety. Okay, that's a little bit much, is way beyond my pay grade right now. We're just talking about the history. All right. It says Anglo-Saxons are racist, the French are not. Wow. Okay. So the French were not involved in the slave trade. The French were not involved in the colonization of Africa and other places. The French weren't there at the Berlin Conference. The French weren't there when they carved up Africa. Help me out. Maybe my history is wrong. Maybe I don't know what I'm talking about. All right. You're absolutely right. Miller time 31. Religion has always been about control. All right. So let's understand this dynamic as I tell you every single night. France has always imagined itself as a country that is free. Discrimination against black people. In the view of the French majority, the status of racist is revered for the Anglo-Saxons. Okay, we got to unravel that. We got to unpack that, y'all. The French contrast themselves with Americans who they say are racist because the violent segregation in their bloody society. What? No, you did not say that. Was it not the French that created this thing called human zoos? Help me out, y'all. The human zoo. Look it up. What is the human zoo? They've been raping us mentally since 1555. We need to repair our nation and take reparations. Okay. It says the Catholic Church funded Henry the Navigator to enslave Africans. All right. This is a very serious conversation tonight. But because we're putting it on the table, I think a lot of people want to come and argue, but they haven't done the history and the research to bring their argument, clearly bring their argument to the table. Way beyond that small little fact, what is your argument? Because all we're talking about is a little bit of history. All right. I say I'm just saying we're just having a discussion. All right. The French, on the other hand, are supposed to be colorblind. What is a colorblind society, brothers and sisters? Help me out. We've had this conversation before. What is it, that we just don't see color? All right. While there's one color that obviously constitute the 1 or the 2% that's obviously running things and own everything. And they do, under the guise of religion, manipulate and control the vast majority of the people under the guise of politics. And politics is the science of governing people. These same people control the masses of the people under the guise of education. All right. And when you're looking through the lens that we're looking through, when we see you, France, you don't look any different to us than America. You understand what I'm saying? So then answer my question then. What is your relationship with Haiti? All right? And why does Haiti have to pay you back anything? You are the one doing the colonizing. All right? Quan S. said the Louisiana Purchase, French colonizers. All right? So this is the dynamic in which we have to deal with every single day of our lives. When we unravel, all right? When we unravel and unpackage the history, all right? Because for a long time, they said if you want to hide something from black people, you put it in the book. They didn't know that we were going to go into the book and bring the information out. Now, all of a sudden, they say, well, you can't believe everything you read in a book. How hypocritical. All right? So now, if we're truly going to look at human suffering across the globe, then let's look at human suffering across the globe. If you're only going to look at white suffering across the globe, and first, I said it in the other broadcast, it's one of the situations where we hope nobody lost their lives in that situation with the burning of the cathedral. All right. We're not trying to be the demons and devils that we're trying to destroy. We don't want to be like you. All right. You didn't care whether or not if black people lost their lives in the black churches, that a white boy who was the son of a deputy sheriff in Louisiana has burned down these churches. All right. Where was that on CNN, MSNBC, HLN, all right, the BBC? Where was the reporting of those particular stories? All right. They gave it some play. I do have to admit that, but the play that the airtime and the discussion, the panel discussion and all this other kind of stuff, how are we going to rebuild and all this kind of stuff that they're doing for this cathedral? But yet, right here in America, white people are still burning churches. All right. Someone said they haven't stopped. So the reason why they want us to morph our thinking into a colorblind society is to make they want to be able to maneuver you in a position where you forget your history and your past. Where even in the idea of storing rare artifacts in the cathedral is a testament to the fact that they want to remind the world about the past, the history of the Catholic Church. So there's rare artifacts and relics in the church that was destroyed. We understand that. What about the old artifacts called human lives that are destroyed on a daily and consistent basis based on the doctrine of the church? So I guess we're not supposed to question the doctrine of the church. All right. Now, I just read you a couple of messages that I received on Instagram. And then there's an article in front of me from Al Jazeera, the opinions And for the opinions /Africa, aljazeera.com. All right, /opinions /Africa. French racism, anxiety, and love for the post-colonialism. All right. What is post-colonialism? Because if you unraveled and repaired the damage of colonialism, all right, or just does the colonizer's children get off without paying anything back? No, we are going to look into the whole idea of reparations. All right, we're going to connect the conversation that we had years and years before I was born. Then we're going to reconnect that with the conversation that we had when I was born, while I was on the scene, and I was able to sit in some of those conferences and listen to those discussions, and the resurgence now of the conversation about reparations. #ADOS. All right? There's nothing doing that. What we need to do is be smart enough to stop trying to reinvent the wheel. Our people had those conferences and talks before. There are books out dealing with reparations. So until we're connecting the dots and bringing this and putting this on the table, we're going to connect back to our elders who are still alive. All right, and not disrespect our ancestors that are now operating in the ancestral realm. All right. Okay. Post-colonial theory versus Pan-African thought. All right. We cannot let this whole idea of post-colonialism blind us or blindside us when things like this happen. There's a reason. What is the deeper meaning behind fire? What does fire do? I told you all before in the first broadcast that fire purifies. All right. When people go to look for gold, they don't go and look for down in the earth, and you think you're going to find something shiny and glistening and that kind of thing. No, that's not how gold looks. It's not how diamonds look. When you go down into the earth, you got to know what it looks like, because those particular precious metals are put under heat and pressure in order for them to shine the way they do. So it is when we talk about alchemy, when we talk about lead being put under pressure, under a process to make it gold. We're trying to do that with the human. All right. True, they side blind us by making us focus in. Now, did y'all hear the ridiculous thing on the news about some woman on Instagram putting up an Instagram post of seeing Jesus in the fire? So what did Jesus do? Jesus burned down the cathedral. So what happened with that? So you saw Jesus in the fire. Is it the same Jesus that Jermaine Dupri said is Nipsey Hussle? I'm confused, man, because some of this news that be coming across and I'm like trying to process it. I'm like, whoa, hold on. Let me slow the world down. Stop. Stop. No. Okay, let's press the pause button. All you have to do is, when you hear a story, don't jump to conclusions. Read, listen to what they're saying, find other opposing viewpoints, cross-reference them, make up your own mind from your own position where you sit in the world. Understand your worldview, your paradigm, all right, and how you're viewing the world, not how the world is viewing you, how you are viewing the world. What I need everybody to do, help me out with this exercise, all right? I need everyone to get a piece of paper and a pen, or just use your mental. I need you to draw a circle. Can we do that? If you're texting right now and I'm reading your messages, that means you're not following instructions. I need you to draw 2 circles, a circle here and a circle here. All right, I shouldn't see any messages coming up. Thank y'all. Press the pause button for a minute. I need you to draw yourself, put a stick figure inside of one circle. So I'm drawing me inside in the center. This is me. inside of here. Hat backwards, glasses. Let me see. Gold, black power fist. Okay. Brown skin, curly hair. 2 or 3 freckles, one on his nose. I got that. All right, short. 5'6", 152 pounds. Got it. That's me. Did y'all do the same thing? I'm in the bathroom. I have no pencil and paper. Are you crazy? Miracle hair one. I got you. So just imagine it then. And then the other circle, I want you to draw that same character, but draw that same character outside of the circle. All right? Can we do that? Okay. Now, we have these 2 pictures. Now, I want you all to look at those 2 pictures. All right? All right. So now, one is, somebody said, you're not 5'6". Why aren't I 5'6"? I was at T-Mobile today, and you know, they have this little thing when you walk out of the door, if you ever notice it, it's your measuring stick, because if somebody robbed the place, they want to get the proper height of the individual. So they put this little stick next to the door to see how tall you are. And I stopped and I measured myself. So, yeah. So I am 5'6". Yeah, okay. Anyway, so you got these 2 pictures. One, you placed yourself at the center of the world. Somebody said 5'5" at best. Okay. 5'5.5". Can we go with that? Thank you. All right. The other one, you're outside of the world. One, the world is viewing you. One, you are viewing the world. All right. Above those 2 circles, put paradigm. Under paradigm in parentheses, put worldview. Can we do that? Paradigm, worldview, paradigm, worldview. Okay, hold on. World view. Diagram. Diagram. So, are we viewing the world, or is the world viewing us? And if that's the case, which world is viewing us? All right. You're at the center. The world that you're in, you create. All right. Work, individuals, history, gods, goddesses, nature, whatever else you interact with. You create your own world. You're at the center of your existence, your world, your universe. You create it. You're responsible for everything and everyone in it. Is that correct? All right. The most important person on this broadcast is you. All right. So now we talk about these paradigms, these worldviews. All right. It's all based on your where you position yourself in your world. If everyone else is important and everything else is important, then take yourself out of the center and put yourself on the outside and look back at it. All right? Not good. Because now you're being affected by everything that's outside of your particular control. Are you following me? So, if you're at the center and time is going to affect, time and history is going to affect who and what you are living in the present, then we need to look into that. All right? What we do every other night that we're on here. History is best qualified and most attracted to reward our research. If you know what was, we can better understand what is, and we can better carve out a future for ourselves. All right? All right? The great filibuster. Give thanks, good brother. So we're talking about paying back the karmic debt. All right? What is karma and what is the karmic debt? Help me out. I know we're running out of time, but we just gonna have to go past the time. What is karma and what is the karmic debt? All right. Already you should have looked up paradigm and worldview already. All right. What is the karmic debt? Look that up. Karma. What is karma? What is karma? Driving, 16. I'm driving, can't do. She said I'm driving. How do we talk about karma in the hood? What do we say? What you do will be done to you. Some people say it that way, but how do we say it in the hood? Come on, help me out, y'all. Karma is an angry mother. Why is karma got to be angry? Karma is beautiful. Karma is not angry. 360-degree force. Okay. You reap what you sow. Some people say that. Karma's a bitch. That's what we say. What goes around comes around. You don't start no shit, it won't be no shit. Right or wrong. That's how we say it in the hood. That's the best way to understand it. Thanks, need to know. Really appreciate you, 16. That's what we say. That's the way we understand it. All right. So now, from academia's position. All right. What is karma? Can we give a working fundamental definition of what karma is? Can we do that? And what is karmic debt? From the Hindu's perspective, what is karma? Material world is an illusion, keeps individual souls away from world soul. Goal is to rejoin the soul to the soul's perfection, union with Brahman through the cycle of birth, death, rebirth, wheel of life. All right. Is that karma? What is karma? Is karma the cycle of life? What is the karma cycle? What is karma, the karmic debt? All right. This is what I'm trying to get to, the karmic debt. Karmic debt. Yin and yang, both working in congruency with one another. Karma is spiritual currency. Okay. Karmic debt, and acquired and paid off through thought, word, and deed. All right. Numerology, karmic number 1. We don't want to dive into numerology just yet. Karmic relationships. We don't want to dive there yet. All right. Karmic debt. What goes around comes around. Keep your circle positive. Say good words. Think good thoughts. Do good deeds. Karmic debt. Collectively, we owe our ancestors, past, and the children that are unborn, which will ultimately pull from the energy of the ancestors by the Creator's position. All right. Do not give me any pushback if you do not know what I'm talking about. Take what I'm saying, put it under the microscope. All right. If it doesn't resonate with you, let it go. All right. But hold off on the pushback. All right. Karmic debt. Let's pay the karmic debt that we owe our ancestors. I say that simply because if we was following the instructions to the letter of what we're supposed to be doing right now, even on this program, on this platform right now, all right, we can honestly say we're paying that karmic debt back. But I say, even if we fail in our duty and responsibility, I say let's begin to start thinking and having the spirit of paying it forward. What are some of the things that we can do to pay it forward? When's the last time you helped someone? When's the last time you got out of your own way so you can connect with someone on a spiritual plane and truly have a true relationship with that particular individual? When's the last time you've forgiven someone? Unless you're going to hold on to a goddamn grudge forever. All right? Exactly. So some of the small things that we can start learning so we can get the energy correct. All right? And stop being hypocritical. I remember one time, some of the little small things, man, that kind of come up when everyone's in a circle, especially when we come among Christians and they say, well, everybody grab each other's hands because we're going to pray. And I remember I was telling the brothers and sisters that were younger than myself, the way you're supposed to hold hands to keep the energy flowing. And help me out with this, y'all. The person on my right, my hand is on top. So I'm holding that person's hand on top. All right. Giving. All right. Palm down, giving. The person on my left, palm is up. So I'm giving and receiving. And this is how we hold hands in prayer. So we can keep the energy flowing. I.e., energy flowing. All right. The circle within a circle. The energy flowing. The cycle of life. The wheel of life. The spiral. Spirals of kinship to spirit. I don't want to get too deep. All right. Spirals of kinship to spirit. So it's little things like that. We can begin to teach small little lessons. And you'll be surprised how it stays with people. All right. When you're looking back at me and you see my logo and you see the Sirius Mindz, all right, with the red, black, and green bowl, with the wings for balance, with the sun rays, the light coming from the book. All right. The sacred scarab beetle. All right. These things should have meanings. Your logos should have meanings. Your tattoos should have meanings. I think we should just do a show on tattoos just alone and how we tatted ourselves up. We got to live with this energy forever. The people you let in your sacred space. All right. Good evening, fam. Just got back from church. I go because my upbringing. However, I also follow my ancestors. Carrie, hey, listen, love, you don't ever have to say it like that. We definitely understand. Maybe there's a reason why you're still going to the church. Maybe it's something you're supposed to bring to the church, not the church supposed to give you. And we really appreciate your prayers. So maybe it's something that you got to bring to church. All right. Sometimes we hold on to institutions like that because sometimes that represents a safe place for us to be. So yeah, although we're critical of the church, hell, we ain't trying to burn the damn church down. We ain't that damn critical of the church. Just because we ask a few questions and put a couple of things to Christians on the platform, that don't mean we hate anybody and we want to burn it down. No, we just challenge you on what you say you believe because we want to see it manifest. That's all. All right. You are the church though, Carrie. You are the physical church. Your body is the temple. Your spirit houses just the house of God. All right. Anyway, I've been on here for my hour. I really appreciate y'all. Thanks for tuning in tonight. We're going to talk about these tattoos. I'd like to talk about that tomorrow because it's critical, man. People tatting themselves up and this kind of thing. And I'm like, okay, well, what does that tattoo mean? I don't know, man. My nigga died last year. And I'm just saying this how I remember him. Okay, we need to get to the bottom of that and talk about that. Anyway, my IG page is Sirius_Mindz_ RNTV. All right. So we need to understand that. So bring your tattoos to the conversation tomorrow. All right. So we can have that discussion. Next week, we're starting a fresh week off with some fresh subject matter, and we'll go on from there. All right. This is Professor Griff. I love y'all to life. Y'all already know that. Professor Griff for Sirius Mindz, for Sirius Mindz. Seriously. All right. Peace, y'all. Peace. Anyway, how do we begin to have a discussion that no one wants about a subject that no one wants to talk about? We're not going to keep sticking our head in the sand when it comes to religion and politics. All right. And if Facebook and YouTube have developed these filters where, but because you ask these kind of questions, they want to shut you down, well, so be it. But we have to have the discussion. We're going to talk about tattoos tomorrow. All right. I'm traveling this weekend. Y'all send me some positive energy because this Easter stuff I don't do. So, and flights are crazy. The weather's crazy. I'm speaking in Dallas on Saturday. All right. Okay. All right. If y'all got any last parting words, I'm going to take them with me. All right. Definitely. All right. The music that y'all have been hearing in the background on this program is Soleil's song, Under the Veil. There's a lot of deep meaning to this Under the Veil thing. We'll talk about that at another time. But shout out to Sam Salter, shout out to Shay Jones, shout out to Soleil, this beautiful song. Matter of fact, let me play the lyrics. Alex Little, thanks you. Always coming through. We appreciate you. Under the veil of what people call beautiful. Yeah, maybe we need to have her on it so we can interview her about this song. All right. Give thanks, man. Whatever y'all can do to help enlighten the masses of the people, especially that generation behind us, we got to do what we have to do. All right. We're going to talk about these tattoos tomorrow, but I'll see y'all. But what you thinking is veil blind and bleak when it's your mind and your soul that needs to be deep in. See beauty stand deep. You're a shallow pond. There's an ocean of wisdom you need to paddle up. Take a dive in. Many jewels there. You're only interested in surface shit and food's fair. You're a goddess. Take your rightful place. Tear the veil and stare a picture right in the face. Divine feminine. Can't be suppressed. Shock is the energy that we manifest. Queen moon here. We the deadly dry. Take a hit in this conquer and feel the Kali vibe. Peel away clothes. Scrape away scales. To see the truth of what lies behind all the fallen things. Go to Soleil's page on Miss Soleil on IG, and I think she posted all of the dates that she's doing. I need y'all to show your face definitely in Atlanta, Georgia on May 8th, all right? May 8th at Go Vegetarian Restaurant, all right? June 22nd in Kansas City. Brooklyn, New York, July 20th. And the next day in Newark, New Jersey, July 21st. Thank you, 16. We appreciate that. Thanks to everybody that came out to Philly. All right. Thanks to Helena for that beautiful interview at 6 o'clock this morning. My behind was up early. Yeah, but we got to do what we got to do. All right. All right. Go to www.imsoleil.com. All right. Yeah, I'm gonna get some rest right now.
Shakti is the energy that we manifest. Queen rule here, we the devil try. Take a hit at this contra, turn a collie ride. Peel away the cloak, break away the skin. See the truth of what lies behind all the fallen men. Peel away the cloak, break away the skin. See the truth of what lies behind all the fallen men. People go beautiful.
All right, peace. I gotta go. Peace. Please confirm.